Alright guys, race 5. Eric Heiden on the pole. Going 4 wide on this start. This will be crazy. Ian Adams and the 78 of Gene Hopkins making moves early. Jack Porkins all the way on the top, and he gets shoved by Ian Adams into the wall. Eric Heiden will run away into the backstretch off of turn 2. But here comes Ian Adams after bouncing off of Jack Porkins. He's going to go to the inside on turn 3. Will it stick? It will. The bottom line seems to be the favorable line on Charlotte. And he will lead the first lap, scorching lap time. Jack Porkins giving him a shove from behind second place. He's going for first place right here. Now to turn 2, he will have the edge of the inside line. But he loses momentum down the backstretch as they go into turn 3. Can Ian Adams hold on to the lead for much longer? I don't think so, because Eric Heiden is coming in pushing Jack Porkins, his season-long rival, as they've been finishing 1-2 many times. Going into turn 1, the order is now 33, 24, 35. With Jack Porkins leading the field out of turn 2. But Eric Heiden is going to challenge down the backstretch. Look slow inside of Jack Porkins. Ooh, tight racing out of turn 4, but Jack Porkins will lead lap 3, excuse me. But here comes Eric Heiden being pushed again by Ian Adams. The draft seems to be very impactful in the 1.5 mile track of Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here he goes on the bottom, the favorable line as we've seen so far. Eric Heiden's going to be polite with him, give him some room, but he will still come out with the lead. Coming on the lap 5, Eric Heiden in front, Ian Adams in second place, Jack Porkins in P3. And they're battling behind. The 88 now has P4. That's the 88 car of Alex Cummings. As Jack Porkins tries to make a move, but he can't get it done down the backstretch. But here he comes again in turn 3. Ian Adams has a little wiggle, and he's gonna keep P2 for this lap anyway. But Jack Porkins fighting hard. He wants to win every race that he can before the final race at Homestead. He's pretty much locked in the chase, and he wants to do well these last 2 races to win the championship. But here comes Ian Adams on the high line coming into turn 3. On Jack Porkins' quarter panel, he will lose grip and lose P2 to Jack Porkins. Here we see the 95 Adam Nuggets. Oh, there's a big crash on the front stretch. Lots of cars involved. Ooh, 58 on his roof. 14 getting rear-ended really hard. Many cars involved. See the replay here. 88 just gets tangled up, and it starts a chain reaction on the front stretch where you're going so fast and you only have one line really through the dog legs, and there's really nowhere to go to avoid this wreck instead of the grass, and everyone just piles up. 58 having a scary ride on his roof. Not many cars will survive that wreck. I believe that's 8 cars retired. We'll have to look and see after the race who will be able to limp to the finish line. But here comes Ian Adams trying to take the lead from the 24. They're going to come into the carnage of the front stretch. And that has cleared. Ian Adams going under the 24. He will take first place, it looks like, because this lap car is going to hold up the 24 car. And the 33 is going to try and take advantage of that too. And he will make the move. Now he's going to try and make a move on the leader of Ian Adams. Lap car holds up Jack Porkins, and Ian Adams will pull away from them into turn 1 on lap 10. Jack Porkins now and Eric Heiden are racing for P2. As Jack Porkins gets stuck behind the 88, who is the one who pretty much was in the start of that whole wreck, and he's going slowly now, and Jack Porkins will finally get around him, but at a cost of losing time to the 24 car. Here comes the 97 car in 6th place. Jake Baskinger having a good season so far. He's been consistent. Had some bad races, but he's doing fine so far. Here's Ham and Cheese in the 80s Sour Patch car. We haven't seen him much tonight, but much during the season, but tonight he's about to get his top 10 finish. And Donald McDonald, yes, in 19th place, caught up in that wreck earlier. Here we see the 15 trying to make a move on the 29. He's going to get it done. They're all chasing Jake Bassinger, trying to get 6th place. The wreck has really spread everyone out, and they're just trying to get track position and set themselves up. Here comes the 15 taking advantage of that lapped car, holding everyone up. It's the 19 car of Carlos, and they're going to try and get around him, but he's really pinning them down in the front stretch. They don't want to cause another wreck in that same spot. You have the 29 car in 8th place. Ham and Cheese is going to try and pass him into turn 3. I'm not quite sure if that 70 car is a lapped car or not. I'm not sure if he was caught up in the crash, but here comes the 80 car. The 70 car is definitely holding up the 29. There they go in turn 1. Now to turn 2. You can see how spread out they've gotten after that wreck. Ian Adams still in the lead. He's on lap 15 right now, leading the field down the back stretch. Just trying to make his way around the lap cars as safely as he can. Here he's coming behind the 03. Gonna lap him cleanly. Eric Hyden's going to try and catch him, but I think it's going to be too little too late because we're already on lap 16, coming out of turn 2. Into turn 3 now. Another lapped car coming up. I believe it's a 3 car. And yes, that is a 3 car of Matt Burrows. White flag is out for Ian Adams. He's had a consistent year so far. He's going to have a win under his belt after this season. Down the back stretch one more time. Next time we'll see you at Homestead. Ian Adams is going to take the win at Charlotte. Eric Hyden, P2. Jack Porkins, P3. And this is how the chase grid, ladies and gentlemen, will shape up for Homestead.